Hi students, welcome you to the first class of joint venture accounts. So in this class I will explain the meaning and features of joint venture. So first, if you see the name of the chapter, so that is joint venture accounts. So here you can observe two terms, joint venture and accounts. So we are very familiar with accounts. So that is, accounts is concerned with recording the business transactions and ascertaining the trading results, that is profit or loss. And joint venture is what? It is another term. So joint venture is a form of business. So this chapter is about ascertaining a profit or loss of a joint venture business. So now our main task is to understand what is this joint venture and how to do the accounting work here. So first I would like to give introduction about joint venture. So as we know that there are different form of business such as sole trading concern, partnership firm and joint stock company. In the same way, joint venture is also a form of business which is different from other all businesses. For our discussion, let us take partnership firm in, because joint venture is almost similar to partnership firm, but it is different. So how it is different and how it is similar, let us see. So first I would like to tell you the meaning of partnership. Partnership firm is a form of business ownership in which two or more person or people will join together for carrying on a business for which they contribute capital and they share profit and loss in an agreed ratio. So this is what the meaning of partnership. In the same way, joint venture is also a form of business, but it is a temporary partnership in which two or more companies or individuals will join together to carry out a particular task for which they pool resources together and share profit and loss in an agreed ratio, but their association will be liquidated or closed on the attainment of a particular task. This is what joint venture. So if you observe the meaning in the material, you will get to know the same thing. Joint venture is usually a temporary partnership. Why it is temporary, I will tell you later. Without use of firm, means for joint venture there is no name and it is limited to carry out a particular business plan or a project for which two or more people join together and they contribute capital and they share profit or losses in an agreed ratio. But here the parties joined together are called as co-venturers. So this is what the meaning here. So I would like to tell you these or explain this joint venture with an example. So let us take A and B are two different companies, but they are undertaking construction business. A is also a construction business, B is also a construction business, but they are two separate companies, but they join together to construct a building, a particular building. For constructing a particular building, they join together. On the completion of that construction, their association or their partnership will be liquidated. This is what the meaning of joint venture or a concept of joint venture. The joint venture may also be for construction of roads. Construction of roads means for constructing a road, two companies may join together. After the completion of that particular road construction, their partnership will be liquidated. This is what the joint venture. If you observe the feature of joint venture, then so see here, two or more persons are needed. As I told you that two or more people join together. So like that, two or more persons are required. There is an agreement to execute what particular plan, means for a construction of a building or for a construction of road. For that they may join together, or they may also join together for what? Underwriting of shares, issuing shares also. So next, they it is a temporary in nature and there is no specific name for that. So these are what features of joint venture. So if you observe the difference between joint venture and partnership fund, because as I told you that there is a close relationship between joint venture and partnership, though they are different. So if you observe the difference, so these are the bases on which the two terms are differentiated. So if you observe here, definition. So joint venture is a trade formed by two or more than two individuals for a particular motive or a particular task, that is construction of road or building or underwriting of shares. So, but partnership firm is what? A contractual business agreement where two or more individuals agree to do a business and have equally proportionate shares, or profit or loss will be shared in an agreed ratio. Next, so under which act this particular form of business is monitored? So that is what exercising act. No particular act is there, but for monitoring partnership firm activities, so partnership act is there, 1932. So next, trade sustained by means the parties involved in this joint venture are called as co-venturer, but parties involved in partnership firm are called as partners. Next, minor cannot become a co-venturer, but as we know that in the partnership firm there may be chance of what having minor as a partner in a partnership firm. Next, principles of accounting, liquidation. So principles of accounting, joint venture is undertaken as what? Liquidation means the joint venture will be liquidated as and when that particular agreement for which they are joined together, so is what? Closed. Means construction of a building, after constructing a building their association may be closed. But in the partnership firm it continues on going concern concept, means we don't know the time to which or the period to which that business is going to be carried out. So next, name of business. There, as I told you earlier, that there is no name for joint venture, but there is a name for partnership firm. So next, determination of triple bottom line. You have to note it first. Determination of triple bottom line means ascertainment of performance, that is profit or loss. So here the summary of this is the profit or loss of a joint venture will be ascertained at the end of dissolution of that venture, means as and when that business construction or building construction is completed, then they will ascertain profit or loss. But in the partnership firm they will ascertain the profit or loss yearly. So next, set of books, maintenance of set of books. So it is not necessary to maintain a separate set of books under joint venture. I will tell you why it is. As I told you earlier that A and B are two separate companies who have joined together to construct a building. So besides these, A is undertaking his business on his own and B is also undertaking his business on own. Means ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಎ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಕೂಡ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ಕನ್ನು ಇಡೋವಂಥ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರ ಓನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೇ ಅವರು ಆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆನೇ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ maintain this. But for partnership firm they have to maintain separate books of accounts. So this is also a difference. So once again I will tell you the meaning of this joint venture. Clearly you have to note down this. Joint venture is an agreement between two or more companies or individual where they join together for carrying a particular task, that is construction of building or construction of road. For that they will pool resources including capital and they share profit and losses in an agreed ratio, but their association or partnership will be closed after the attainment of that particular task. This is what the complete concept of joint venture. So please study the material which I have already shared in your WhatsApp groups, and in the next video I will tell you the accounting work. This is what the complete concept of or introduction about joint venture. In the next class I will explain the accounting task which we have to undertake in this chapter, that is how to ascertain the profit or loss of this joint venture. Thank you.